Hello, growers. If you enjoy podcasts like this one, tune into my podcast In Search of Soil on YouTube for a deep dive into the mysteries beneath our feet. Join me as I explore topics such as mycorrhizal fungi, mushrooms, compost, biochar, and more. It's a soil nerd's dream. We're going deep. We're talking to scientists about all things soil related. Whether you're a seasoned farmer or a gardener just starting out, our podcast has something for everyone. Listen in and grow with us. Check out In Search of Soil on YouTube. Read the email you sent, thinking about past conversations in this one. I wonder if the better path, the path that may have the higher chance of success, I don't want to say better, the path that may have the higher chance of success is you have a family unit. Mm-hmm. One of them wants to farm. The other person's responsibility and duty in this is, what can I do to succeed? So we take, it's like the yin and yang, the farming venture and whatever this other person does sticks together. And that's how our family unit earns income. Yeah. Or we can't just look at the farm. Yeah. But can we bolt something on? And most people have some sort of skill so they can do something on the side. Yeah. Some jobs pay more than others. There's also the other jobs, like you said, drive a bus or work at Starbucks, those types of things. And maybe that's not taken into account enough of, I'll start the farm, but I also need to make sure you're doing this. Maybe that's the career like you have. Your wife wants to start the farm. All right, Tony, we need you to keep in the healthcare, keep that train going down the tracks as long as we possibly can so I can get going here. Yeah. And that additional income that's relatively stable versus an entrepreneurial venture. Yeah. Depressurizes things and enables the business owner who has so much to worry about and learn to just learn and build the business instead of squeezing dollars out of every action.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. No, I completely agree. And like I said, there's not a perfect solution to this. And, but I love how you say the family unit, because I read a great book. I'm not even going to remember the name of it, but it talked a lot about family teams and how to look at your family like you're a family team. And we absolutely do that with our farm. I've got a 14-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 10-year-old, and they are bought in on the farm. And I think we look at also the family unit and look at the strength of a marriage. And I know I wrote in my notes, it's maybe you and your partner don't actually work well together. Maybe having both of you there, maybe if you can't cook a meal together without arguing, trying to start a business together is going to be a challenge. And I think as far as like creating this strong family unit and creating a strong business, I think market gardening and we do a lot of homesteading too, are both things that can have the potential to strengthen the family in so many ways. And that's something I absolutely love about it. It starts with the food. Obviously, being able to grow your own organic veggies. We milk hairy goats. We raise our own pork. We have chickens that lay eggs. And having all of that stuff in place to feed our children, where we know we're literally growing the food, we know where it comes from, I think is huge. I'd like to think my kids, we've helped them tremendously with learning about entrepreneurship. Each month, I take home a profit and loss. We look at that together. We talk about how did the month go? What did we spend? What did we earn? How could we change? And so I think building a family legacy and building a family team, if my kids decide not to market garden, the likelihood is that they probably won't. They're still going to have skills that they've learned, whether it's just, it doesn't even need to be how to harvest carrots. It's like, how do you for 40 minutes focus on doing one task and harvest carrots? It's like, that is a lesson in itself. It doesn't have to necessarily be the actual task being done. And so I think all this is coming back to what you said. You jump in, if both partners jump into a business like market gardening with all the risk, and they also have a tremendous amount of financial risk, that has a huge potential to not only break down the business, but also break down a family. We know that financial burden is a huge stressor on marriages. And so all that being said, those are the risks for me are not just financial as far as how I wanted to start my market gardening business. Everything is included in that as well. One more thing along these lines is it's like our customer base. We know farmers who have CSAs. We have an on-farm stand. Our customers have grown to depend on us for organic, locally grown vegetables. If we burn ourselves out, if we become too financially dependent on the risk in the farm and we have to shut our doors, all those people need to find different places to buy good food as well. So I just think there's balancing the risk and the reward in this space is tremendous. And the world that we live in, and it's not just market gardening, but so many things get touted and made. There's just this, you said it, there's just this impression that market gardening, you get your hands in the soil, you're working outside, you leave your desk job, and it's all wonderful. There's a lot of wonderful things. We love it, but it is hard work and it is challenging. And the financial reality of selling a bag of lettuce for $5, how many bags of lettuce to sell to feed a family? So it's just, like you said, realistic expectations in all of this.
Hello, growers. Protect your crops from harmful insects with Modern Growers Insectanet. This top-tier insect netting made by Modern Grower shields your plants from pests and harsh weather, boosting your yields without harmful sprays. Insectanet's unique design allows 90% of the light to pass through and is easy to use with low tunnel systems like our Quick Hoops. It's soft, elastic, and durable, perfect for field use to help ensure that your crops thrive. Say goodbye to pest damage and hello to healthier, market-ready produce. Invest in Insectanet and see the difference it makes. Get Insectanet at shop.moderngrower.co or using the link below.